expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football, no. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from that. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go, by God. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
No. Game is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org, Facebook, and Twitter. Yep, and Twitter today, at Lunch Break KYOK, and on YouTube, The Lunch Break with AJ Jones. Glad to be back on another Freestyle Friday, and I do have plenty to freestyle about. Let me my clothes. Why are my clothes looking like I done got manhandled? And listen, I am not gonna get manhandled like the UT Longhorns are gonna get manhandled tomorrow in the Red River rival. Yeah, Todd Malcolm. Yes, Longhorn Keith. Yes, Keith Hennick. Who the other Longhorn fans I got out there? It's a bunch of y'all. I got news for you. Oklahoma is getting ready to manhandle y'all. I'm just trying to let you know what it's about to be. Oklahoma is getting ready to come to life tomorrow in Dallas for the Red River rivalry, and I believe it kicks off at what? It kicks off early. I like that they ain't gonna make y'all wait to get that whooping. I like that the Sooners of Oklahoma are not going to wait to give it to the Longhorns of UT. I know y'all all excited because y'all beat TCU. Who else did y'all beat? Y'all beat, Texas Tech. Look real good against both of them. Baby, as they said to Dorothy, we ain't in Kansas no more. Baby, this ain't TCU. This ain't Texas Tech. This is OU. And you better act like you know. I'm getting ready to say whatever y'all think is wrong with Spencer Rattler, whatever y'all think is wrong with Lincoln Riley, whatever y'all think is wrong with those Oklahoma Sooners, get ready to find out. Get ready. Well, I can't say it like they say it. Mess around and find out. Mess around and find. Somebody say, AJ, you're supposed to be unbiased sports broadcast journalist. I'm unbiased. I didn't go to OU or UT. I just know what I know, and I believe what I see. And I see UT getting whooped on tomorrow. I do. It's Freestyle Friday. I can do that. If you want to do it too or do something different, hit me up. 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. I want to hear from you today. You can always text me at 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. I'll take that from you. And you can email me, aj@kylksports.com. That's aj@kylksports.com. If you're on Twitter, you know where to find me, at lunchbreakkyok. Instagram, you can hit me up there. And then you can definitely hit me up on the book if they're up. You know, they got up and down problems right now. That's why my producer said we got to get back on Twitter. All right. I'm a little scared of the people on Twitter. Some of them come hard for you. Keith, hit it. Gonna be a long day tomorrow, bro. Gonna be a long day tomorrow, starting at about 11. I'm gonna give it about 11 until 2. It's gonna be a long day for the burnt orange. One way or another, it's gonna be a long day. Longhorn fans, if you don't think I'm right, hit me up, 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000. I want to hear from the Longhorn fans. How about those Astros? Handled their business yesterday, 6-1, game 1 of the ALDS series with the Chicago White Sox. And this just in, Yordan Alvarez is pretty good. And I got to take a break, but when I come back, I got to say something to all of the people who wanted to run Dusty Baker out of town. I got something to say to you. I don't have something to say to you. I got something to say to you. I'll do that next when we come back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Want to thank our sponsors, Dickey's Barbecue, African Imports, and the Hartwell Clinic. We'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
KYOK, 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
I am Jacqueline Carr, and here is your winning strategy. Confidence is like a perfume or cologne. People can pick up the aroma of it. If it's a great scent, people will always take notice. If the scent is not so good, it will not get the response and compliments you would prefer. People listen and give more feedback when they are talking and dealing with a person who carries a demeanor of confidence. Confidence plays a major role in your everyday life when you're dealing with issues at hand. Your confidence is apart from you knowing who you are and acting out of boldness. When you walk in confidence, it helps you to not walk outside of what God has spoken over your life. Confidence allows you to rest in God's peace, knowing that wherever He has you and wherever He takes you to, you will prosper there.
Don't mind me, just sneaking out to go to Kohl's. The home deals right now, they're too good to pass up. Like up to 40% off Cuddle That's bedding, up to 50% off the cutest fall decor, and up to 25% off Ninja kitchen appliances. How can I resist?
How are you?
You can even get 50% off, or 15, 20, or 30% off with a Kohl's card. So, yeah, I'm going all in for fall, and I can't even wait. Select styles. Offers end October 17th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people and give people what they want.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
Man, I'm excited because you know I got to go check out some HBCU football tomorrow. I'll be up in Big D. I'll be checking out the Southern University Jaguars against that school over in Third Ward, who shall remain nameless on this show. I'm going to see Southern due to that school in Third Ward, what OU is going to do to UT. Keith Hennig came in all strong and said, I think you could be wrong about those Longhorns. Keith, all joking aside, let me stop. Hold on, let me out. There is nothing like the horns in an HBCU marching band. There's nothing like the horns in an HBCU marching band. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. I already know what's going to happen tomorrow when those Southern University Jag marching bands get on the field. I already know what's going to happen. That school in Third Ward, they call themselves the Ocean or something. That plays. Felicia, please. Come on, Felicia. Felicia, call me so we can talk some HBCU nonsense, please. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. I'm wearing FAMU because FAMU plays South Carolina State tomorrow, and I got FAMU getting another win and getting it in. I got FAMU getting another win and getting it in. Felicia, I don't throw shade, I throw eclipses. And every now and then I go hard to the paint. What's up, David Grubb? And I throw black holes. I don't throw shade. Anybody can throw shade. I throw eclipses and black holes, baby. The black holes you don't come back from. They were there and now they're not. Don't get me started. It's Freestyle Friday. I'm feeling good in the hood. It's all good. Up here in Greens Point, Houston, Texas. What it do, baby? So, Keith, all joking aside, though. Seriously, all joking aside. The Longhorns really do have a shot to win that one. The Longhorns do have a shot to win that one. And let me tell you who your shot rests on. Your quarterback and your running back. Bijan Robinson is a legit pro prospect right now. I'm being told that Bijan Robinson has anywhere from a first to a third round grade on him right now. They like his size, they like his durability, and they like that he can make something out of nothing in the running game and the passing game. He's not afraid to step up and pick up a blitz. You can throw the ball to him, and he's got a good yak, yards after catch, and he can find holes that are barely even there. That's a legit pro scouting report on Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson getting off on the run gives Thompson a chance to do what he does in the passing game. So, yeah. UT has a shot. They got to play mistake-free football, and they got to hope that Oklahoma plays like they did against Nebraska and like they did against some other folks where is Oklahoma? UT has a shot, but I feel like, well, if I could sing, I'd say, I feel like going on. Somebody say, sing, AJ. I feel like going. All right, let me stop because Felicia really can sing. She gonna call up here and say, brother, now you can preach, but that don't mean you can. But anyway, I feel like Oklahoma is going to explode in this game. I feel like everything that we were expecting to see out of Oklahoma, we're gonna see out of Oklahoma tomorrow. Amy Claire Boucher, Castro, Smith, Barney, Johnson, Jones III. You know that I can dance. We know that you cannot. Don't play with me today. It's Freestyle Friday. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who is this?
You are freestyling on a Friday.
Baby, sing with me. I feel
I feel
Come on, there you go.
like going on. I feel like going on.
Though trial.
Though trials come on every hand, I feel like going on.
Baby,
I needed that.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I felt that in my belly. I felt that in my girl. My pinky toe was jumping. You better come through, Shonda, Bosha, Honda, and all them.
I needed that,
baby. I'm trying to tell you. See, sometimes what Shirley Caesar say? Mama Shirley out there playing church. Mama looked out that window. What happened? She said, "No, she ain't playing this time."
She ain't playing this time.
That thing got me right there, girl. I almost opened the doors and took up a collection and went home.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Look, CJ said, "Yes, sir." Sing, girl. Let me put that up so folk can see it. Felicia.
My. What's going on,
Felicia?
AJ?
So
yes,
I know you Prairie View through and through. I know you PV. You know.
Yeah, you know it, darling.
I already know this, but I also know you are a woman of good taste.
Mm-hmm.
And you know one thing about them Louisiana folks, they have good taste. Baby, some of the best food I've ever tasted in my life, this side of heaven, has come from Louisiana.
I would definitely agree with you.
Baby, some of the finest people, and I said people because somebody thought I was gonna say women, finest people in the world that I've ever met have come from Louisiana. Some people who are literally like ride and die down with you like 4 flats have come from Louisiana.
I can agree.
So when Louisiana people from the Southern University, home of the Jaguars, invade Texas to play a little school over in 3rd Ward, we already know what's going to happen, right? As we say here in Texas, what's fitting to happen, right?
Well, you know, that is a hard one because my allegiance will always be to Texas.
Notice I tried to open the door for you, but you gotta walk in it now. What we know that your allegiance is up there over the hill in Prairie View. We already know that. We know this, that if I prick, notice I didn't say cut. If I prick your pinky, it's gonna be some purple and gold blood coming out of there. I know this. I know that if you shout it, it would come out like a panther.
My.
But tell the truth. What's gonna happen tomorrow? Tell the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Isn't truth based on perspective?
Mm-hmm.
So my perspective is that Prairie View will be the victor this week.
Oh Lord.
With that
Oh Lord. You know what? See, that's why you don't never put your cheering up in front of folks and say, "Baby, do that thing you did last night. Do it, baby." Let everybody see you do it because they're gonna embarrass you every single time. I gave you the mic. Listen, I gave you the mic in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of listeners and viewers all around the world.
Yes, around the world. My goodness.
And look at what she did. Look at what she did.
What did I do? I just switched.
I said Southern. I said Southern versus the school over in 3rd Ward, and you put it back up there in Waller County. Dude,
so you are making me choose between a SWAT competition.
Wait, hold on. Now I don't know about your good book, but my good book said choose you this day, which SWAT team gonna win. That's what my good book says. I need you to go by the good book.
I chose, right? Now, it wasn't your choice, but I chose.
Felicia, I'm not messing with you. Hold on.
I am off today, and I'm feeling good, so I needed this time.
Let me see.
Yes.
Y'all ain't even playing tomorrow. Y'all not even in action tomorrow. And I can't get a little bit of love on who gonna win from the school in Third Ward versus Southern. I can't even get that.
Man, you put me in a very compromising position.
Hold on now. Hold on now. Other people are listening, and I could say a whole lot with that. Behave. Behave. Let us pray. Let us tomato onions pray.
Boy. You
Freestyle
are
Friday.
Freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday with Felicia. Yeah.
Fee, don't play. I'll have you on here every Friday around this time with the HBCU update. I know everything gonna be about Prairie View. Hey, all joking aside, how did you end up at Prairie View out of all the great HBCUs out there?
Man. Okay, so it really touched me when my brother went to Prairie View.
Okay.
Still at home, and I would just anxiously await his call every Wednesday. That's when you have to call collect. Mm-hmm. But what really sold me is when I heard the Baptist Student Movement Choir. Okay. I said, I don't care what I major in, that is a choir I have to sing with. I mean, it was not only the quality sound, but the spirit that came through as the students ministered. Now, that wasn't performance, that was ministry.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
So that gave me the opportunity to grow as a director, as a musician. And so that's really the thing that pulled me to Prairie View. But the experience was just phenomenal. I have no regrets, none at all. It was that was one of the highest times of my life, attending Prairie View A&M University.
And you've gone on to get your master's. You're in the process of getting your doctorate degree, and all that started over there at Prairie View.
Yes, it did. And I never thought I was even capable of earning a PhD, because I was always a student who was, I did enough and then I was inspired. I did enough and then I was inspired. And so I didn't think, like I said, I had the capability. And I'll never forget, it was an 8 o'clock class. It was my ethics class. It was Dr. Ronelda Roberson, who's now my soror. And she said, we need more African-American women with PhDs. She said, if you are completing this course, you are capable of completing a PhD. I said, dude, I'm in. I am in. And so from that point on, I was determined to get a PhD. I wanted to be in that number of 2 to 3% in the United States having a terminal degree. So I'm working hard. I've had so many challenges. I mean, just challenge after challenge. But I'm staying the course, working on the dissertation. One of my ultimate goals is to go back to Prairie View and be a professor. So we'll see what the Lord has to say, though.
Okay, now listen, I know how to join you in prayer. Let me share this with you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Never in elementary school and high school did I have a teacher that looked like me. And I'm talking about a black male. Never.
Wow.
Never.
Wow.
I had one black female teacher, and that was in elementary school. It wasn't until I got to college at Tulane University that I had a black male teacher, and he was from another country.
Wow, that's deep. That is really, really deep.
So when I tell you that you are on a path that's bigger than you, and there's some people who don't understand this right now. There's some folks who won't understand. They think, oh, here we go, everything's about race. Stop it. You don't. This ain't about you. This is not even for you.
Yes.
This is for you, Felicia. You are on a path and on a mission that's bigger than you. Because somebody else is going to be inspired because they see you. And watch this now. Watch this. I'm going to leave you alone. The higher the position you get in, the more people will see you. And the higher they will set their aspirations. So you just keep going up and knowing that there'll be days when you have trials and tribulations. There'll be days when it gets hard, but the journey is worth it. On the other side of that is something bigger and better and worth it.
Well, I know that if I was able to stay the course when my brother passed away and commute from Houston to Corpus for a whole semester beginning a PhD, that it was meant for me to not march across the stage, but I'm running across.
You better come on. You better now. Don't let me see you on Instagram doing no dances and nothing like that.
Well, you know, Instagram, you're going to be there. So
well, okay. All right. Well, say no more.
Okay. Yes.
Say
yes,
no more.
Sir.
Say no more. All right. So anyway, we're gonna have to fire you from the show that you don't have yet because you won't talk about anything more than Prairie View. I'll be looking for an HBCU update. It'll be a Prairie View HBCU update. So we're gonna have to let you go. But thank you though.
And one last thing, AJ. Thank you for pronouncing it correctly. Prairie View. Don't cut out our syllables. We're not meant to have that. We are meant to be articulated.
Okay, I will just let that marinate all by itself. For whoever that's for, it's Prairie View.
There you go. That's it. Yes.
Felicia, I love you to life. I love you to life. Please have a blessed weekend, and we will talk to you again real soon.
Thank you. Take care now.
All right, you too. All right, let me give her some love real quick. In my SWAC power rankings, I've got Prairie View listed as the number 1 school in the SWAC. Prairie View number 1. I almost did it, Felicia. Jackson State number 2. Alcorn with they bad defense, and I mean good bad. Number 3. Southern is number 4. Alabama A&M tumbled all the way from 2 to 5 after their recent loss. FAMU has risen to 6. Grambling is 7. Alabama State is 8. Arkansas Pine Bluff 9. Mississippi Valley State coming off their first win at 10. That school from 3rd Ward at 11. And Bethune at number 12. That is the lunch break power rankings for the SWAC for this week. So, and then me and Coach, we picked them this week. I picked Arkansas Pine Bluff to win. I picked Grambling to win. I picked Jackson State to win. I picked Mississippi Valley to win. I've got Southern and the Rattlers, FAMU, winning all this week in the SWAC. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes down. Coach Cole's got a different power ranking. And, Coach Cole from the HBCU Stroll every Monday in the second hour, he's got Alabama A&M still at number 1. He's got Southern at number 2, Jackson State number 3, Prairie View number 4, Alcorn number 5, FAMU number 6. He's got Alabama State number 7, Grambling 8, Pine Bluff 9, Mississippi Valley 10, the school from 3rd Ward 11, and Bethune 12. So we'll see. He and I will be together over the weekend, and we'll see which ones of our picks come out right and how we did on our power rankings. So that's what it will be. Now, let me change the topic real quick to the Astros. The Astros came into the playoffs and they had to clinch the AL West at a playoff spot in the last week of the season. And almost everybody, local announcers, fans, and even some national experts were concerned about the Astros and particularly Dusty Baker. Some were saying that these were the things that happened with him at other stops. Remember, he was a manager in Cincinnati. He was a manager in Washington. And he was a manager in San Francisco. And, oh, yeah, by the way, they got to the World Series in San Francisco, and he managed the Cubs briefly. So everybody dug up all this history. Oh, this has been the story of Dusty Baker. This has been the problem with Dusty Baker. And you know the one person who wasn't worried and was as cool as the other side of the pillow, as the late, great Stuart Scott would say? Dusty Baker. Dusty literally said, I don't worry about things that I have no control over. That's just it's not what I do. And he said it just like that. Like, he chuckled, said, I don't worry about things I can't control. That's just not what I do. We're going to be just fine. Oh, but yeah, Dusty, what about this? And what about that? And blah, 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 blah. And, you know, asking the same questions over and over again as if he didn't already answer it. And Dusty never broke a sweat. Dusty's like, I don't worry about that. I can't control that. All we can do is try and go out there and win this one. And you know what? They went out there and they won that one, and they clinched, and they got in the playoffs in the ALDS round 1 against the Chicago White Sox. And oh yeah, by the way, their record is good enough that Chicago has to come to Houston. Let that speak for itself. You so worried, but the record is good enough that not only did they make the playoffs, but they're hosting the first round, the ALDS first round series. But everybody's worried. Yesterday, they went out, and after 1 inning, the score was 0-0. They exploded for 6 runs over the next 4 innings. Starting pitching, Lance McCullers gave up no runs on 4 hits in 6 2/3. One of the things that they kept trying to put on Dusty is that, he doesn't manage his pitchers well. He'll leave his starting pitching out there too long, or he'll take them out too soon. Funny. They only managed one run, I should say, off the bullpen under Dusty's leadership. Let me hurry up and get to my point. I wish I could go missionary Baptist pastor, preacher. As I close, before I take my seat, I'd like you to humbly consider that maybe, just maybe, Dusty Baker knows what he's doing. I just feel like Dusty Baker knows what he's doing. Why? Because Dusty has been here before. Dusty has done this and been there for that. Dusty has more experience than most folk will ever have in their life. And because Dusty has that knowledge, that experience, and watch this, hunch your neighbor and say, because Dusty has learned from some of his mistakes, just maybe Dusty has been called for a time such as this. I know. Astro fans want A.J. Hinch back. Well, in the words of somebody, I don't even remember who said it, A.J. Hinch is not coming through that door. And yet, A.J. Hinch led this team to a World Series, but you know what I'm going to say next. Dusty Baker has been to World Series. Dusty Baker has lost World Series. Dusty Baker has learned from getting to the World Series and losing the World Series. One thing Dusty has learned that many of us should get is this. Dusty Baker is not worried about what he can't control. Thank you, Willie. Rick Pitino said that. Can't believe I just quoted Rick Pitino. Whew, it's Freestyle Friday. I'll leave you with this. I think the Astros are going to be just fine. I said I believe the Astros are going to win it 3-2. I think Chicago is going to get at least 2 games. They might only get 1. The Astros are going to win this series. I said that the Tampa Rays are going to either sweep Boston or they're going to beat Boston 3-1. As much as y'all love A.J. Hinch, whether you like him or not, whether you like it or not, Dusty Baker is going to the Hall of Fame. Dusty Baker will be Hall of Fame manager, player, Dusty Baker in the Hall of Fame. A.J. Hinch might, but he might not. He's no Hall of Fame manager, and he's certainly not a Hall of Fame player. So you can wish for the past, or you can be grateful for the future. You've got a manager who has knowledge, who has experience, who has learned from some of his mistakes, and has just exactly what this team needs right now to do what it is you ultimately want done. Stop trying to run people off that are the answer to your prayers. Somebody say preach. I'm just letting you know. I ain't trusting in AJ Hinch. He's up in what, Detroit? I'm rocking with Dusty. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Dusty Baker is the man for the job. And I'm glad to see the players get out there and play well under his leadership. Astros and White Sox tomorrow evening, 7:07. You can watch it on Fox Sports 1. Do yourself a favor. Watch it and enjoy it instead of watching it and wishing for somebody else. We'll be right back right after this Freestyle Friday on the lunch break.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527. Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours, any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately, with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition, now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561-6198.
Hey guys, this is your girl Brandy Nelson, and you are listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org, all around the world. Also streaming on Facebook, I think, YouTube, and Twitter. What's up, all of the Twitter followers? Like all four, I got like 4 followers on Twitter. You know you don't have enough followers where whenever you reply to somebody else's tweet, they call you a bot because you only got like 4 followers. I'm just saying, if you're on Twitter, help me get my tweet game up. Help me get my tweet game up and follow me, please. If you're not following me, I'll behave. I try to behave anyway. Hey, real quick, on the real though, Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church is looking for a pastor. They're located in the historic 5th Ward District of the city. Anyone interested in applying, please send your resumes to Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church, 3215 Lyons Avenue, Houston, Texas, 77020. If you need more information, call the church, 713-227-3372. That's 713-227-3372. Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church looking for a pastor, and maybe it could be you. All right, y'all. Let me get back to this real quick. Because y'all messing with me, and I'm trying to behave. I am trying to behave. Stop it. Y'all need to quit. Of course, a bunch of people text me about Dusty Baker. Listen, if you don't like him, too bad. He's the manager. They're not going to fire him and bring back A.J. Hinch. And I'm not knocking A.J. Hinch. In fact, I got a lot of respect for A.J. Hinch because he owned what he did and didn't do. And I won't even say it. We don't need to keep bringing it up. He owned it. He took accountability, and he got another chance. The one person who did not own it and took zero accountability is still looking for a job, Jeff Luhnow. And I'll just say it. The way that Jeff Luhnow is handling all of this is like a spoiled child. I'm going to sue everybody. Okay, that's your right, sue. I am. It wasn't me. It was them. And the Astros still got somebody on the roster that was part of it. Okay, Jeff. Thanks. Alex Cora, still coach, still manager, still a manager of the Boston Red Sox. Is Carlos Beltran anywhere doing anything? I mean, he would be the only other person involved that may or may not be hired somewhere. A.J. Hinch owned it. Got on national TV and said, hey, man, listen, I could have stopped it. I didn't. I regret that. I could have put a stop to it or done more to put a stop to it, and I didn't. Said that, and as soon as his suspension was over, as soon as that season was over, job, Detroit, manager. Wish him nothing but the best. I stand by my statement. Dusty Baker, Hall of Fame, A.J. Hinch, to be determined. It's simple. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to agree with it. One thing about facts, that you don't have to agree with them. They're still facts. So let me look at some college football for the upcoming weekend. College football from the upcoming weekend. UT, I'm going to leave y'all alone for a few minutes. Because as bad as the beatdown I think that UT is going to get at the hands of Oklahoma, I think A&M is going to get one worse. I think A&M is going to get one worse. I mean, A&M has the Alabama Crimson Tide coming to town, and it just don't look good for the home team. It just does not look good for the home team. If you are an Aggie, former Aggie, friend of an Aggie, know who the Aggies are, and I'm not talking about North Carolina A&T, I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad for you. Jimbo Fisher had a squad last season. Kellen Mond, Nim was a squad last season, and I wish that they had handled their business when they played Bama. Keith Hennig, you just caught my attention. Let me plug that up there. Keith Hennig said, I like Arizona iced tea. Longhorns upset the Sooners. Bet. I'm sorry. Agree. Christian station. I agree. Yes. Yes, sir. You're a good man. You know what I like? I know what you like. So there we go. I like somebody who, I believe so much. Here's what I'm willing to do. All right, Longhorn fans, I see y'all got a little something. I see y'all. I see y'all feel good about your little team. Go ahead, Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Steve Sarkisian got y'all believing. Okay, this ain't TCU. This ain't Texas Tech. This ain't Louisiana. Listen. This is closer to Arkansas than you think it is. Woo! Okay. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to quit. Let me quit before I end up having to send somebody in Arizona iced tea. All right, so as I was saying, Jimbo Fisher does not have that squad this year. They got question marks at quarterback. They got question marks with that offensive line. They got question marks with skill players. And the last thing you want to do coming into Alabama, coming to your town, is have question marks. Alabama is not the team that you want to have question marks with. I don't care how creative Jimbo Fisher and his offensive coordinator will be. I don't care how creative the defensive coordinator would be. Unless Alabama just gives them the game, it ain't gonna be close. What did your guy Lane Kiffin say? Grab your popcorn, something crazy like that, baby. We in Texas. Grab your brisket, grab your ribs, grab your sausage, grab whatever it is you eat. Grab it, because it's gonna be a long day. You might as well be full and disappointed as opposed to hungry and disappointed, because you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. I mean, I'm not saying y'all ain't going to score, but y'all just ain't going to score nowhere near enough against Alabama. Let me flip it a little bit. I feel bad for the A&M faithful. I do, because last year, A&M should have had a chance to be in the college football playoffs and have a chance to beat Alabama with that team. Should have. I'm not saying that they would have. I'm just saying they should have. And Willie Gibson, cover your ears for a second. I dare say they would have came up with a better defensive scheme to beat Alabama than Ohio State did. Anytime that you got a linebacker covering the best wide receiver in the country, that's a bad game plan. But they didn't get that chance. They did not get that chance because the college football playoffs is just, it ain't right. It ain't right. Where my people from the country, you know how they look at somebody and say, that boy ain't right. Oh, yeah, you're right. The college football playoffs, you can look at it and see, it ain't right. It ain't right. Anytime one conference gets two teams in it all the time, or most of the time, I'm sorry. SEC, they about to have it again. It's about to be Alabama and Georgia and whoever else. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not built on being right. And it ain't going to change until somewhere around 2027. Somewhere between 2025 and 2027, we might get a change in the college football playoffs. I don't care who they put on the committee. I don't care how they, transparent they say they are. It's always going to be some kind of not right stuff going on with it. And as a result, A&M did not get a chance to play against the best of the best with the best of their best. Now they're not the best of the best. And the only reason why they're ranked as high as they are now is because of what they did last year. Their preseason ranking was so high. So, folks are reluctant to drop them down so far. A&M is not the what? Hold on, let me see. What is this supposed to be? A&M is 3-2. Okay, so they're not even ranked. I'm glad that's the case. If they were ranked in the top 25 and they got 2 losses, I'd be ready to say something. They're going to get beat bad, man. They're going to get beat bad. MJ Boyd, Dr. J, Cornelius Anthony, they're going to get beat bad. They're going to get beat bad. They're going to get beat bad. Reggie Brown, they're going to get beat bad. And what's interesting, Somebody told me that through 48 games, Jimbo Fisher's record and Kevin Sumlin's records are very similar. Huh. That's interesting. That's an interesting stat or fact or whatever you want to call it. It's interesting. I'm not saying it means anything. I'm not saying that Kevin Sumlin is the equivalent of Jimbo Fisher, but paid all that money for Jimbo Fisher, and you about to get beat like Manny Pacquiao in his last fight. Ooh, what is wrong with me today? Good gracious. Somebody stretch your hand to your radio, your TV, your phone, whatever, and pray. What is wrong with me today? It's Freestyle Friday. I'm sorry, Manny Pacquiao fans. I'm sorry. He just retired, right? All right, let me do birthdays. Maybe that'll put me in a better headspace. Oh, okay. Somebody said that they're calling to defend their team. All right. It depends on who your team is, but good luck with that. Good luck with that. All right, listen, let me do these birthdays real quick. And then we'll get Usher on here to sing happy birthday. Maybe I'll be in a better mood. Let's see. Taylor Nicole, happy birthday to you. Chris Williams celebrating his birthday with one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Dr. Angela Palmer Banks, celebrating her 47th birthday. 47 looking 27. Happy birthday, Dr. Angela Palmer Banks. Linda Renee, 53. Jacqueline Champagne, 51. Veronica Wilson, Myra Morris, Joanne Valley Rush. And that's happy heavenly birthday. She passed on. Lynette Lenore celebrating her birthday along with Grace Elizabeth Rizzo, one of the phenomenal young and up-and-coming actresses in the business. Let me hit the celebrity birthdays real quick. Happy birthday to one of my favorite guys in the entire NBA, bar none other than Coach Monty Williams, head coach of the Phoenix Suns. Also, Rashawn Salam used to be a bad man over there in Colorado. Won the Heisman Trophy back in 1994. Not 4. Happy birthday, Rashawn Salam. All right, Usher, do your thing.
Oh, go shawty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shawty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday to you and yours. If you're celebrating a birthday today or over the weekend, if you got a big anniversary today or over the weekend, happy birthday, happy anniversary to you and yours, and may you have many, many more. All right, we got to get Sybil Wilkes on here to give us our what you need to know today, and then we'll get into the top of the hour for hour number 2. Stick and stay. We'll be right back with more right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. If you want to get in, 281-453-1000 is the number to dial, 281-453-1000. Here's Sybil Wilkes.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. A new study published this week found that getting at least one dose of the Pfizer vaccine increased the risk of a rare type of heart inflammation, especially in young males. Researchers found 54 cases of myocarditis among more than 2.5 million people ages 16 and older who got at least one dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Myocarditis, or an inflammation of the heart muscle, has been reported in a small number of people who received either the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccines. Health experts say the diagnosed cases of myocarditis were usually mild, and most of the patients were sent home without the ongoing need for treatment. Pfizer announced that the drug maker has submitted an emergency request to the Food and Drug Administration for authorization of the company's COVID-19 vaccine in children ages 5 to 11. If approved, this would be the first authorized use for children under 12 in the United States. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, Be empowered.
Legendary. 1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this, how we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from that. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. Don't cry when you step on the field, man. That's war out there. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Woo! Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Bye, y'all. Let's go. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Yeah, man. Game is not over. That's his first hour on the books. Second hour underway. Right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. It's Freestyle Friday. I'm AJ Jones. People are saying I'm cutting up, and I don't know where they're getting that from. We're streaming live on kyokradio.org, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Hey, Twitter. Hey, how you doing? Listen, I just said something about Manny Pacquiao. I'm not going to apologize about it, but somebody just hit me up. AJ, you know it's a big fight this weekend. Who do you got? Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder Jr., Senior, the third, the fifth, the seventh. It's their third fight. I think Wilder won the first one, Fury the second one, because Wilder's gear was too heavy. He was tired from the heavy gear that he wore in. Man, let me just say this real fast. I'm not trying to be scientific or technical in my analysis of the fight. If Wilder loses, I'm done with it. I don't want to see Wilder Fury 4 or 5 or 6. This thing cannot be like the Rocky series. It can't. Get somebody else in there. And I know Joshua recently lost, so that kind of killed one of their future fights that they were planning on after this fight. But if Wilder loses, I really do. I want to be done with it. Not done with him, but with this matchup. There's got to be a better fight out there than Fury Wilder 4. And if Wilder is who he wants us to believe he is, then you win this fight. I don't care how you win it. Don't bite his ear. Don't hit him low and don't stop the fight. Man to man in the ring, win the fight. Don't care if you knock him out. Don't care if you win on the scorecards. You got to beat him. Don't want to hear any more excuses. Don't want to hear about your gear was too heavy, you were tired. Win the fight. I know I'm not going to throw one blow, and I'm certainly not going to get punched one time in this fight. But I am going to say this. If you for real, win it. Just win it. Wilder's got a great, man, I'm telling you, if he wins this fight, the marketing machine behind Wilder could be crazy. It could be ridiculous. I mean, wherever direction he wants to go, he can go if he wins this fight. But if he doesn't, I ain't saying his career is over. I'm not saying he's trash or garbage. I'm just saying Fury here, Wilder here. That's what I'm saying. And man, somebody sent me that clip again of Fury dodging the blows of one of his opponents. And I mean, when I tell you, it looked like the Matrix. He looked like Neo. I was like, bruh, what in the world? Is this doctored? And I was like, no, that happened live. I was talking to myself. For all those people who say, oh, yeah, when I talk to myself, as long as I don't answer, I need myself to answer me. I'll give you an example. Felicia. If I say, man, I'm finna just walk up and slap Felicia dead in her forehead. Self should say, don't do that. Felicia's from Marlin, Texas. Bruh, that ain't gonna go good. I need myself to answer me. You don't run up, just pop somebody from Marlin, Texas and live to tell about it. Baby, they'll bury you in Bremont. They'll bury you in Calvert. They'll bury you somewhere up in Hearn. Baby, they'll be watering you. I need myself to tell me, nah, bro, don't do that. That's not smart. That ain't a good idea. Bad Kermit can say everything he wants. I need good Kermit to answer me and say, don't listen to him. Deontay Wilder, however you want to pronounce it, he's got to win the fight. He's just got to win the fight. He's just got to win the fight. No ifs, and buts, excuses. Got to win the fight. And he can't win it on a technicality. He can't win it because Fury got disqualified or something like that. Somebody flew into the ring with a parachute. It can't be something like that. Okay? So let me go out on a limb. I said all that to say this. I think Tyson Fury wins this fight. I think Tyson Fury is a better tacticianer. I believe he is a better fighter. I believe he's got the skills and he's got the fundamentals and he's got the it on top of all that. I think he wins the fight. I think if Dante catches him, that's different. But I don't think he will. I think Fury wins the fight. And oh yeah, by the way, if Fury catches Wilder, we could be having a whole different discussion. So I'm going with Fury. Let me put it out there in 7 rounds. Fury in 7. All right. While we're on technicalities for wins, let me go ahead and address this real quick before I take my break. The folks that are out there saying that the NASCAR event was rigged in the favor of one particular driver, stop it. Stop. Y'all done got too comfortable running around lying. Y'all running around with this big lie. Y'all running around telling lies on the left, and they do this and they do that. Stop it. Somebody won and they won, period. When your people win, you happy. When somebody else wins, oh, it was set up for them to win. Stop it. Just your mouth ought to hurt from lying so much. Your mouth ought to hurt from lying so much. Somebody won the race and it wasn't your guy. Stop lying. I can't believe folks hate somebody so much that they would rather lie on them. Bubba Wallace won. Deal with it. Bubba Wallace, the black man, won. Deal with it. Any other time you're like, oh, it's got nothing to do with race. It's got nothing to do with race. Better man won. All right. It's got nothing to do with race. The better man won. Oh, well, they didn't finish the whole race. If it had not been Bubba Wallace and somebody else won on the same conditions, under the same circumstances as him, you'd be like, well, that's the way the rules go. That's how it goes. Well, guess what? Bubba Wallace won. Legally, fairly, and squarely. Stop lying. Stop it. Just stop. Oh, they just did that because they were at the same place that they found that garage pulley thing. Okay, he won. Nobody set it up. Imagine all the people that would have to, I'm going to use your own words. Imagine all the people that would have had to been involved in that setup for it to work out the way you thought it would. You're saying it did. Every driver slowed down. Every driver let him get up front so that he can win. You know there's some drivers that don't like him. You know there are drivers that would not have done that. So just stop it. Take a break. Leave Bubba Wallace alone. Congratulations, Bubba! First win by a black man in a NASCAR event since Wendell Scott in 1963. And oh yeah, by the way, they tried to cheat him too. We'll be right back.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Give the people what they want.
This is Brian Courtney Wilson, and you're listening to The Lunch Break.
I said ain't nothing like the horns in an HBCU marching band. Ain't nothing like the horns in an HBCU marching band. Oh, please, don't think I got it twisted. The percussion section is above par as well. You don't find folks who can get down in that percussion section like you do in an HBCU marching band. All right, anyway, let me stop before I start dancing, forget where I am, and go ahead and get it in. All right, so we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org, also on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Somebody came for me about the NASCAR thing. AJ, they called the race, and the man was wishing for rain. He said, let it rain like Hades. I replaced that word. So what? Because he said it means that they said, oh, okay, Bubba wants to win. Let's set it up for him to win. The race couldn't be continued. They decided to end it and give it to the person who was leading at the time. As I said before, if it had not been Bubba Wallace, whoever it was, would have been the winner. Would you have said the same thing then? I would. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you for being a listener and a viewer of the show, and thank you for your love for NASCAR. I like it too. I do. I really do. All right, so wanted to talk about the game last night. And I'm talking about the football game. The Rams beat Seattle 26-17. Everybody in the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge who picked the Rams were concerned early in the game, Keisha Kelly, early in the game, but you came out on top. Let me just say this. I'm concerned about Seattle's defense. Good God, I didn't know it was that bad. I owe the experts an apology, all those who, picked the Rams to win that and didn't give Seattle much of a chance. I was wrong. I didn't know that defense couldn't stop the run. And, oh, yeah, the secondary was as leaky as it is. Trey Carsons is out. So the running game for Seattle was not what it normally is, and they got to fix that. But now Russell Wilson is hurt. Dislocated his finger, or did he break it? Because, it was one of those deals where it wouldn't straighten out. It was crooked and, that. I'm not trying to, gross anybody out. But obviously, he wasn't the same. And, man, a lot of love to Geno Smith for how he came in and played ice cold off the bench. I was a Geno Smith fan when he came out. I was a Geno Smith fan when he, moved on. And I'm a Geno Smith fan now. Geno Smith came in and balled out. Yeah, he threw an interception. So what? So did Russell. So did Matthew Stafford on the other side. But Seattle's defense has got to get better. Like, they have got to be able to hinder the run. I noticed I didn't say stop it, but they got to slow it down because they were getting gashed last night. On third down and distance, they were getting gashed. Keith Hennick, I didn't know that Geno Smith was still in the league. He did a masterful job. Yeah, Geno Smith is backing up Russell Wilson for, I think, the second season in a row. Might be second or third. I like Geno because everywhere Geno has been, he has not been Carson Wentz. And I'm not talking about how Carson Wentz played. I'm talking about Carson Wentz's attitude. Oh, I don't get to start, so I'm going to stop talking to my head coach. Carson Wentz. Geno Smith has just been quiet, done his work, and, went on about his business. And I got a lot of respect for mature, seasoned quarterbacks. And I know why he's still in the league. I know why Seattle's got him backing up Russell Wilson. He's mature, he's skilled, and he came in and he didn't get rattled. I don't want to hear about the butt fumble and all that kind of stuff, nonsense. Geno Smith is a legit backup in the NFL. Glad to see him come in and drive it down like he did. But again, Seattle's defense has got to get better. That defense looked everything but what I thought they were. And as I look at my power rankings, I've got Seattle 14th behind Kansas City. I've got them above San Francisco because they just beat San Francisco. I got them above Tennessee, New Orleans, Washington, Chicago. I'm not ready to put them down below all of those folks, but I would definitely take San Francisco over them. I might stop there for right now. This Washington-New Orleans game this weekend will be a big tell sign of where those two teams stand. Chicago, we'll see what they do under the new young quarterback as their starter. Tennessee, I still haven't figured out what's wrong with them. Mike Vrabel, man, if you are the guy I said you were, you got to turn that around. Got to get that fixed. So we'll see. But, yeah, I would definitely drop Seattle below San Francisco, and to be determined on how far I drop them from there. Keith Hennick, that interception was not Geno's fault. Receiver fell down. You were quite correct about the defense. Abysmal. Thank you, Keith. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, man, that NFC West is a tough division. Rams, 49ers, Seattle. That division is legit. We'll see who comes out on top of that one. But last night, I think the Seattle defense got exposed for what it is and what it isn't. It got exposed for what it is and what it isn't. I'm sorry, and I forgot the best team in that division, the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
AJ.
No, man. No,
Listen,
man. No, man.
Listen.
No, man. No. No.
Listen.
Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Hold on. I want you to be able to go, and I want you to be able to say what you got to say without an interruption. Let me take a quick break, and I'm coming right back to you. All right? All right. Stay right there. I don't even want to introduce this dude, man, because I've been calling for him all show long, and then he gonna walk in this last hour. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. I see I got to meet somebody at the food truck. We'll be right back.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire, located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no-judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
What's up? It's your boy James Fortune, and you are listening to The Lunch Break. Keep it locked.
All right, y'all. We back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3
Hey, what's
FM.
going on? This is
I just feel like I got to go ahead and turn over the phone line to one of them Longhorn fans because, listen to me, when I tell you, the way they going to get beat tomorrow, the least I can do is get us dude a little mic time. So without further ado, let me give it to Longhorn Keith. Hey, Longhorn Keith, what's up, man?
What's going on, bro? Thank you for that intro music, man. That's nice. Yeah, that HBCU band go hard, man. But, you know, AJ, on a serious note, I'm out here at the State Fair of Texas, out here in the beautiful Metroplex of Dallas, Fort Worth, and, man, when I showed up on the scene with wearing all this burnt orange, I had all of these haters out here, but then I had some people come along, and then I had to remind the people, AJ, because you know, man, I don't go far without my scripture. And I just had to remind people, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 18, somewhere around there says that though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be white as snow. But then it says, though they are red like crimson. Red like crimson, AJ, that's what they sins are. They shall be made like wool. AJ, you know, when I got to thinking about that, I said, you know what the Lord was saying? The Oklahoma Sooners are Steelers, AJ.
Man, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got to take your mic time back, bro. You did not. I rebuke it. Where's my Bible? I rebuke you, man. If you don't stop calling the people sinners, they gonna sin all over you. They gonna sin all over y'all tomorrow. I know that.
Well, AJ, that's what we came to do. We came to take the sin away, AJ. We came to take the sin away. And that's why we're here. We're here to, see, we come to help people. When we win, we really trying to help you. We trying to help you get better in life. That's all we want to do, AJ. That's how the Cowboys are. When we win, we help you up off the ground, but we're going to beat you down first.
I said I was going to give you mic time. Go ahead, bro. Finish. Go ahead, finish.
No, I just want to, I want everybody to know.
Oh, Lord.
Tomorrow when you're watching the game, sometimes stubborn sinners,
have to get beat real good, AJ.
Uh-huh.
Because you got to beat all that sin out of it. Sometimes you can't beat all that sin.
This dude here, what is wrong with you, man? Listen, get inside. It's too hot out there for you, man. You need to take some of that burnt orange off and get you a cap and go sit down in the air conditioning, bro, because your head hurt. Dude, are you okay?
I'm going to say this one last thing.
All right,
I'm going to say this one last thing and I'm gone.
All right.
Listen, y'all make sure y'all pay attention this whole weekend. I will be at the game tomorrow and I'll be at the game on Sunday. Giant, you are in trouble. You came into the house that Jerry built, and we're going to have a great time. And, AJ, I'm going to tell you all about it on Monday morning, and then I'm going to tell you again Tuesday, Talking Team Tuesday. And if y'all don't like the Longhorns or Cowboys.
All right, let me just say this real quick. And I want everybody to hear me. Listen, Linda. If the Longhorns win tomorrow, I will not be here on Monday. I might not be here on Tuesday. If the Longhorns win by a lot tomorrow, I might not be here at all next week. I feel like my stomach gonna hurt. I'm not gonna be here all next week. I'm telling you, don't call me. Leave me alone.
If we win by a lot, just know this. Listen, I'm not saying that the Bible said. I am saying that the prophet is saying. I am just saying that the prophet is saying the Lord told us to whip the sin out of him. That's all I'm going to say.
Get off my phone, man. Get off my phone. Go have something fried. You'll be all right.
Love you, brother.
Love you too. Longhorn Keith. That brother is a good dude, man. He is real about his teams, man. Longhorns and those Cowboys. And, I mean, he put my faith back in Cowboy fans because, man, you used to not be able to find anybody crazier than a Cowboy fan. Cowboy fans could be 3-13 and they will convince you that they were 13-3. Cowboy fans can lose a game by 25 points and they will make you swear they won. I'm just telling you. And they don't make them like they used to because, baby, those old-time Cowboy fans ain't afraid of calling in after a loss. Those new ones, AJ, leave me alone. AJ, I just didn't feel like talking. Longhorn Keith will call after a win or a loss. Now, I sure feel bad for his Longhorns tomorrow, though. I wonder if he's going to be Longhorn Keith after this weekend. He might just be Keith. He might just be Keith. Hey, man, who is it? Oh, it's Keith. Longhorn Keith? Nah, just Keith. Okay, man. I'm hoping for y'all. Keith Hennig, Jerry Jones needs to check his mental. What Jerry Jones do? Jerry Jones is you talking about because they released Jalen Smith. So what I understand was they wanted Jalen Smith to take out the injury guarantee in his contract. And for good reason, Jalen Smith didn't want to do that. And therefore, since he couldn't restructure his contract, they decided to let him go. And now he's a member of the Green Bay Packers. But let me tell you, now that they've got Micah Parsons, they're all right. Now, I said this when he was playing more than he is now. When Leighton Vander Esch was your middle linebacker, he was in the way. I ain't got no other way to put it. A middle linebacker needs to flow to the play, from left to right and shoot that gap when it's time to get in there and stop that running back in the backfield. And because Vander Esch, it took him a minute to decide where he was going and what he was going to do. And the backside linebackers on whatever side it was would have to literally step over him or around him. So he was literally like a blocker for the other team. Now that he's got somebody like Micah Parsons who knows what he's doing and knows how to do it, he ought to be all right. But I'm going to be honest with you. I would have felt better about Parsons and Jalen Smith in that linebacking core. I'm just saying. I hope this doesn't mess up that Dallas flow that they got going on because I got Dallas ranked number 4 in my power rankings. Arizona, number 1. Who's Arizona's head coach? I forget the dude's name. The little guy with pretty hair. That's what I call him. So he's number 1. Number 2, I got Buffalo. Number 3, the Rams. Number 4, the Cowboys. Number 5, the Chargers. Number 6, Cleveland. Number 7, Baltimore. Number 8, the Raiders. Number 9, Tampa Bay. And number 10, Carolina. Yes, I got Green Bay outside of my top 10. I know his name. I just ain't gonna say. He's in the same boat as that little school over in 3rd Ward. He in the same boat as that. I ain't giving him no credit. Oh, test tube, baby. Got that job because he knew somebody. I ain't even gonna post up his name. In fact, I might delete y'all's post. How do I delete that? Keith Hennig, delete comment. See, I'm getting ready to delete the comment. Keith, I deleted it. Hurry up. All right, Willie Gibson, I'm deleting your. Willie, stop! I'm trying to delete your comment, Willie. I'm deleting it. Don't make me have to delete these comments over and over again. I'm deleting that one too. Ain't gonna have that stuff on my wall. I deleted them. Look for them, Willie. They gone. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Felicia, tell us how you really feel. I feel like he a test tube baby. Feel like he got that job because he knew somebody. I ain't giving him no credit. Anyway, I hope that the Jalen Smith thing doesn't mess up the Cowboy. Oh, Willie, you keep messing with me, man. I can't focus on 18 things at one time. Willie, stop it. Stop it before I call for a lot. Who y'all play this? Well, they play Maryland. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna be all right. Oh, the Ohio State University is gonna win this weekend. Let me do college football top 25. Let's see who's gonna win. Let's see who's gonna win these games. Let's talk about that real quick. Can we do that? Top 25 college football this weekend. All right. So tonight you got Stanford at Arizona State. I love what Arizona State is doing right now. You play to win the games. I love what they're doing over there right now. But I also love Stanford. I do. And because they're at Sun Devil Stadium, I'm gonna go with Arizona State in a close one. They got Arizona State as like a 2-touchdown favorite, but I'm going with Arizona State. And then Temple at Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Why do I put every city's name in the Houston Oilers Love You Blue song? Cincinnati's going to win that one. Cincinnati's for real. I want Cincinnati to be one of those 4 schools in the college football playoffs. I do. And then Ohio State's going to beat Maryland. Oklahoma's going to beat Texas. Kentucky is going to beat LSU. FYI, Kentucky is going to beat LSU. Write it down. Write it down. Alabama is going to beat A&M probably by 3 touchdowns. It'll probably be a 21-point differential. Florida is going to beat Vanderbilt. Michigan State at Rutgers. Michigan State's going to win that one. Arkansas is going to beat Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin, I don't believe in you. I don't. Lane Kiffin is just like how I feel about UT. If UT doesn't beat Oklahoma, I don't want to hear about them beating Oklahoma State or Iowa State or whoever they play at the end of the year because they're still afraid of A&M. Your season is over as far as I'm concerned. Michigan, I don't want to hear about them beating Michigan State. I don't want to hear about them beating Nebraska. I don't even want to hear about them beating Penn State. If you don't beat Ohio State, your season is for naught. So, Lane Kiffin, I don't care if you beat Arkansas. You lost horribly to Alabama. That's your goal. You at Mississippi, I don't care about you beating Mississippi State. If you ain't beating Bama, you ain't about it. All that, grab your popcorn. Please. I got Arkansas. SMU at Navy. SMU's going to win that one. Wake Forest at Syracuse. Man, I hate that Dino Babers is not doing better at Syracuse. They got a better record this year. What are they this year? They're 3-2. They're about to be 3-3. Wake Forest is going to beat them. Georgia at Auburn, same thing. Auburn, listen, if you can't beat Alabama and Georgia, Yeah, I'm making yours a little harder. You got Auburn. Who are you? Where you been? Auburn hadn't been in the conversation for nothing in the SEC since Cam Newton. Since Cam Newton. Let that sink in. I got Georgia over Auburn in a close one. Nah, that ain't even going to be close. I got Georgia over Auburn by 2 touchdowns. BYU and Boise State, BYU. Penn State and Iowa is going to be a sneaky good game. Penn State and Iowa is going to be a sneaky good game. It's in Iowa. Man, I love James Franklin. I love him. Great coach. Would love to see him take that USC job. Man, but Iowa in Iowa? Let me come back to that one. Can I come back to that one? I'm going to come back to that one. Notre Dame at Virginia Tech. I'm surprisingly going with Virginia Tech in that one. I'm surprisingly going with Virginia Tech at home. Notre Dame ain't for real. Michigan at Nebraska. All I'll say is this. Don't lose, Harbaugh, Jimmy, Mr. Khaki. Don't lose. Because, again, I don't want to hear your excuse. Y'all will make Scott Frost a god if Michigan loses to Nebraska. I'm trying to be nice. I am trying to be nice. But if Scott Frost beats Michigan and goes to the club and a video comes out, leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Just leave him alone. I'm just saying. That dude is coaching for his life, and he looks like he's trying to turn it around. I got Michigan, but, man, I won't be surprised if they lose that one. San Diego State over New Mexico, and then Coastal Carolina already beat Arkansas State last night, 52-20. So that's your top 25. Zuckerberg's got me again. That's why I'm on YouTube and Twitter, because I'm not building my hopes on Facebook. They got problems. All right, so there's my top 25 matchups. Let me go to the SWAC and the MEAC. SWAC, I've already given my SWAC update, so let me go to the MEAC. Let me go to the MEAC and give you my updates there. Tonight, we've got Morgan State at Howard. I think Howard gets their second win of the season. Tomorrow, Delaware State takes on Virginia Lynchburg. Delaware State in that one. Tennessee Tech at Central. I've got Tennessee Tech. No, I don't. I've got Central. They're going to come back from that ugly loss. And then South Carolina State at FAMU. I'm wearing the jersey. I'm wearing the shirt. FAMU. All right. Yeah, I don't know what Facebook is doing. If ever you have a problem on Facebook, get off of there. Go over to YouTube and find us there, The Lunch Break with AJ Jones. And you can watch us there, issue free. I'll let that speak for itself. Issue free. Whatever issues Facebook has, they don't have them over there at YouTube, on YouTube. All right. You had to log out and log back in. Yeah, Facebook is, I'll leave it alone. I'll be nice. All right, so there we go. Those are my matchups there. All right, I got to get ready to take a break. And then we'll get ready to wrap it up on this Freestyle Friday. I want to talk about that issue that we talked about yesterday with Urban Meyer, and not specifically with Urban, but a lot of comments came in after the show was over about some of the things that I said. And I want to give you an update on the Urban situation itself. And then if you want to have a discussion about what I said, we can do that. You know me, I ain't afraid of a tough discussion. I'm not afraid of a tough discussion. So if you want to have that, let's get ready to do it. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or you can text me 832-403-5005. That's 403-5005. It's the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Streaming live, kyokradio.org, on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll be right back.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561-6198.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM, the legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours, any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately, with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
Beautiful people, this is Major. This is why I love you. On the lunch break.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, boy, I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm serious. I can't wait till tomorrow. And as much as I'm looking forward to the game, I'm looking forward to the halftime. I'm looking forward to the halftime. Yeah, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let me stop before I, get to cutting up. It's the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. It's the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Alicia said I had to switch. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what's going on the book. I don't. I seriously, I said I was going to leave it alone for about a week or two and just be on YouTube and on Twitter, and of course on AM 1140, 92.3 FM, and streaming live on kyokradio.org. So, we got options. So, but anyway, yesterday I talked at length about Urban Meyer and his situation. The greatest caller of the year, 2018, called in and was like, yo, man, what's the big deal? that kind of thing. And what I said was specifically, it's a big deal for several reasons. One, Urban Meyer is the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He probably needed to be on the plane with his players following a tough loss. I know they're grown men. I know they don't need their hands held. I know that whatever he said in the locker room should have been enough for them to get home safely, and get ready to put that one behind them. So those are some of the comments that came in after the show. But that's why they pay you the big bucks. You're the head coach. They didn't give him a little money. They gave him a lot of money. You know how y'all like to always talk about the players' money? Oh, they get paid so much. They get paid so much. They should have to do the interview. They should have to do this. They shouldn't, they get paid all that money. Urban Meyer's getting paid a lot of money to be on the plane with his players following a win and a loss. And if he had other arrangements that he needed to make them once he got back to Jacksonville, not before. You're a new head coach. You're a new head coach. You're not a seasoned NFL head coach. You can't do it like everybody else can. Bill Belichick, he can do that. You, no. Get on that plane, get where they can see you. When they turn the keep your seatbelt light off, then somebody want to come and lean in your ear and say, Coach, I'm having a tough time with this. They can do that. You're the head coach. Be where you're supposed to be. That's number one. Number two, you went to be with your family. Be with your family. All that other extracurricular stuff, yeah, he's allowed to do it. But just because you're allowed to do it doesn't mean you should do it. What Urban Meyers does affects a whole lot of other people. And if he doesn't want to accept that, then he needs to give up the head coaching responsibility and the pay and all of that at Jacksonville. And then go do what you want to do. I mean, again, you want to hold the players accountable for their actions, but when it comes to the head coach or the owner, New England, Robert Kraft, you don't want to hold them accountable. Oh, he was just involved in something that was illegal and more than likely was sex trafficking. Oh, but he's single and his wife died and he's a widow and all. People will make excuses for who they want to make excuses for. My next point, he's a married man. I don't agree with Emmanuel Acho. I don't agree that we've gotten so comfortable calling out things that we ourselves do behind closed doors or in the dark. I don't agree with that. And I think it's a slap in the face to every man that's out there honoring their marriage. Again, I'm not slamming Emmanuel Acho. I say this in general. Just because somebody played football or played basketball or played baseball on a professional level or on a Power 5 college level doesn't make them an expert at everything in life. I'm not going to Tiger Woods for marital advice. And it sounds like I don't ever need to come to Emmanuel Acho for marital advice. I'm sorry, man. Just because folks have a check mark behind their name doesn't make them the expert at everything they decide to talk about. They got the same 280 characters as anybody else. And just because you say it with authority doesn't mean it's true. If Emmanuel Acho's out there getting lap dances by people other than his wife, that's you, bro. That ain't everybody else. And just because Urban Meyer did it and his daughter and now his wife are cool with it, that doesn't mean that you need to be out there running around doing it. You're not going to be held accountable for how Urban Meyer handles his marriage or Emmanuel Acho handles his. You can be accountable for how you handle yours. Urban Meyer's wife came out and said, we're all sinners. Okay, babe, speak for yourself. I'm not saying I'm not a sinner, but just because that's what your husband did and that's because and whatever you got going on, because now it makes it sound like she's out there getting lap dances by somebody who ain't her husband. Just because y'all okay with that, I'm not. And it starts with me. I have made a conscious choice in my life that whomever I'm married to, I'm going to honor, I'm going to respect. I'm not going to do something that I wouldn't want to do without her right there watching. True character is what you do and how you carry yourself when nobody else is looking. That's true character. Anybody can do the right thing in front of people when they're watching. Man, y'all better quit getting it twisted. Oh, but Emmanuel Acho was a football player. Now he's a broadcast journalist. That will make him an expert in life. And again, I'm not slamming him. Rise, black man, as high as you can rise. I just don't have to agree with everything that everybody says because they got a check mark behind their name and they got a national sports talk show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And let me just leave it with this. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. If you make the vows to be married, then honor the vows. If you and your wife are okay with that, then that's between y'all. Then y'all say that. And it sounds like Urban and his wife are okay with that. Good. But don't take that as carte blanche to go out and do whatever they did in your marriage, because you might not be able to survive it. And I said what I said yesterday. If I'm her brother and Urban Meyer is my brother-in-law, we got to talk. You got to come see me. Why you out there doing that to my sister and my niece and my nephews? What's up? We need to talk. Somebody needed to hold him accountable. Shad Khan did. Shad Khan let him know that's not how we rolling over here in Jacksonville. And oh yeah, by the way, it's not going to just get swept away. You got work to do. You got to earn our trust back, and you got to earn everybody's trust back in that locker room. And oh yeah, by the way, the word out of the locker room is he ain't earning it. He ain't off to a good start. I was corrected yesterday. They did hold him accountable at Ohio State. They did suspend him for 3 games for not doing what he needed to do. All right. They definitely didn't hold him accountable in Florida. They definitely didn't hold him accountable anywhere else he's been, because if they did, he would have thought twice about what he did. And now watch this, and then I'm done. Because of what he chose to do, the young lady involved in the video, her mother is now worried about her mental stability. There are people who have threatened her life. There are people who have said things about her that shouldn't be said. If we're going to say, oh, it was just a bad moment for Urban, then why we got to call her out her name? Why we got to think negative about her? It might have been just a bad moment for her. We're not going to play the double standard game, right? We grown. We more mature than that. We're not going to call her a garden tool and call him, he's just doing what, other men do. Nah, not this one. Not this one. I'm concerned about the young lady like her mother is. I'm concerned because I know fan is short for fanatic. And all the Urban Meyer fans out there are going to come for that young lady because they love him. And they don't want her to mess up his reputation. I'm sorry. He's in charge of his own reputation. And he put his reputation in the balance. Leave that little girl alone. Leave that little girl alone. If Urban Meyer's wife is okay with it, cool. If Urban Meyer's daughter is okay with it, cool. If Urban Meyer is okay with it, cool. Leave that little girl alone. Leave that little girl alone. And oh yeah, by the way, all y'all out there with check marks, stop speaking for all men. You ain't all men. You don't know all men. You can't speak for all men. You certainly can't speak for all husbands. All right? It's Freestyle Friday. I'm done freestyling. All right, I got to get ready to go. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best in gospel music, the latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. Over the weekend, you got some great shows. Not So Christian in Me show. You got the Coffee with Keith. All of that this weekend, tomorrow, in fact. And then you got Jesse Jackson, Keep Hope Alive, and Walt Baby Love, and gospel tracks as well. And then when we come back, it'll be Get Up Mornings. Good. Draw a blank. Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell and Griff. And then I'll be back with Oh My Goodness Monday. I'm sure I'll have plenty of Oh My Goodness moments. So, as always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. All right. Real quick before I go, Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church is looking for a pastor. They're located in the historic 5th Ward District of the city. Anyone interested in applying, please send your resumes to Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church, 3215 Lyons Avenue, Houston, Texas, 77020. That's 3215 Lyons Avenue, Houston, Texas, 77020. Or you can call the church, 713-227-3372. That's 713-227-3372 for Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church. They are looking for a pastor. All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes on here with what you need to know. I'm out. Y'all be blessed. I'll see y'all in Dallas. Go Southern Jags. All right, y'all. Bye.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. A new study published this week found that getting at least one dose of the Pfizer vaccine increased the risk of a rare type of heart inflammation, especially in young males. Researchers found 54 cases of myocarditis among more than 2.5 million people ages 16 and older who got at least one dose of the Pfizer vaccine. Myocarditis, or an inflammation of the heart muscle, has been reported in a small number of people who received either the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccines. Health experts say the diagnosed cases of myocarditis were usually mild, and most of the patients were sent home without the ongoing need for treatment. Pfizer announced that the drug maker has submitted an emergency request to the Food and Drug Administration for authorization of the company's COVID-19 vaccine in children ages 5 to 11. If approved, this would be the first authorized use for children under 12 in the United States. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. Hey, listen, I got to get ready to go. But again, y'all have a blessed and safe weekend. Not this, definitely this. I do. I love y'all. Talk to you Monday.